President Trump is continuing his Twitter attacks against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, insisting Democrats are stalling because their case against him is weak. And as CNN's Phil Mattingly reports, both sides are playing politics as talks for Senate trial remains at a standstill.
As President Trump continued his holiday Twitter barrage against Democrats on impeachment, Speaker Nancy Pelosi continuing to press her party's case in her own tweet, saying, quote, President Trump abused his power for his own personal gain. Yet for all the 280-character thoughts, the battle over what the looming Senate trial will look like remained where it's been for days, at an impasse. Sources telling CNN no conversations between the top two Senate leaders have occurred or are likely to before January. And with tangible action tabled for the moment, it's the rhetorical fight sitting at center stage.
All the people that Donald Trump has said that can profess his innocence, he hasn't let come before Congress. And she's trying to make sure that they're going to be able to testify before the Senate.
To some degree, a clear Democratic strategy to get under the president's skin. Something sources tell CNN is exactly what's happened.
They're playing games. They don't want to put in their articles, their ridiculous, phony, fraudulent articles.
But even more importantly, Democratic sources say, to exert pressure on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
It would be unprecedented for the United States Senate in an impeachment trial that will decide on whether the president is convicted and removed from office, to not hear any witnesses.
McConnell has rejected Democratic calls to subpoena witnesses and documents in the initial trial rules resolution and has scoffed at the Democratic pressure play.
I'm not sure what leverage there is in refraining from sending us something we do not want.
As Congress moves toward the new year, the most crucial questions still remain unanswered. From the most immediate, like when the articles will even be transmitted to the Senate and who Pelosi will pick to be managers, to how long the trial could last, and perhaps more importantly, whether the votes will be there to call witnesses and subpoena documents.